We're going to be doing a deep dive in Web3, and you're going to be learning 4 things. Number 1, what is Web3? Number 2, the examples found in Web3. Number 3, how to get started. And number 4, the 4 essential resources to get started with Web3 right now. Number 1, what is Web3? Essentially, Web3 is the 3rd generation of web services or internet services found today. That leads into number 2, the examples found in Web3. Essentially, you'll see this broken down into 3 different sections, but remember, the definition of Web3, you might find that it might differ a little bit depending on who wrote the article or things like that. But essentially, everyone agrees on these 3 different areas. Number 1 in Web3 would be blockchain. Number 2, AI, artificial intelligence. And number 3, machine learning. Now, under number 1, where it's blockchain technology, that's when you're going to be seeing crypto, and that can be different cryptocurrencies, where you're seeing Ethereum, Bitcoin, Solana, the list goes on and on. Those are the different types of currencies. Then that's broken into NFTs. Now, you'll hear a lot going on in the world of NFTs. For example, Gary Vee with VeeFriends. You're seeing also tons of other athletes in the NBA getting involved, such as Steph Curry has his own NFTs. LaMelo Ball has his own. And what that is non-fungible tokens. What is that? How could we break this down? Think about it almost like a game where you're having different kind of trading cards and there's different rarities of those kind of trading cards. We'll think about Pokemon or anything like that. NFTs allows you to track and know that you have the rare one of the kind in the set or a limited amount. Depending on how NFTs are made, you're going to have different types of different rarities and things like that. So you're seeing a lot of different versions of NFTs. Also too, NBA Top Shot, that's another great example of NFTs. Next, we're going to be talking about a DAO, and a DAO is a decentralized autonomous organization. Essentially, if you look at what a DAO is, it's a group of people that get access to an area, and they're using cryptocurrency to be able to do that. You're either paying with Ethereum, a type of cryptocurrency, or you're doing some kind of swap to get into the group. These groups, it might sound like that's pretty easy. It's open to anyone. Some of these DAOs are huge, and there's sometimes $500,000 USD equivalents to get into these DAOs. So it depends on what kind of group you're in. For me, I'm in a couple different ones. Shout out to Knights of Degen and also Developer DAO as well. Depending on what you're looking at and what you're getting, it's almost like getting a ticket for entry. For example, Knights of Degen, you have to buy an NFT, and that gives you the admittance into the DAO, into that organization. Depending on what you're looking at, you might have to get an NFT or a token of some sort, a crypto token. For example, there's an example of Friends with Benefits. We've done a whole breakdown of them. There's going to be a link down below to our second YouTube channel where we break down some of these DAOs and what people are doing in cryptocurrency. But depending on how you're getting into the organization, just view it as this. You're trying to get into an amusement park like Disney World, you're going to be getting some kind of band or some kind of token to get into that park. Same thing with a DAO. Next, we look at DeFi, which is decentralized finance. Now, it's very similar to what goes on in finances, but because it's decentralized, a lot of different things can happen with that. In DeFi 2.0, there are tons of different ways that people are profiting, either staking and doing tons of other things with tokens. There's a whole video that we did on this one, but just to say, if you're into DeFi, that is going to be looking at finances and what you can be doing to profit from finances. And you can be doing it with DAOs or other things to make more money. If you're interested in DeFi, DAOs, NFTs, let me know which one you are interested in. Next, we're going to be talking about artificial intelligence and machine learning, 2 and 3 on our list. This also is considered to be in Web3, but keep in mind when we're talking about crypto and Web3 and what's going on in the headlines with A16Z investing in a lot of these crypto companies, a lot of times when you say Web3, most people are not thinking about artificial intelligence and machine learning. Bottom line, it allows you to set up a structure of systems that you're having the computer do the work instead of a human. Machine learning, you're working on a certain framework, and artificial intelligence, you're doing something else. We've done a whole breakdown of actually talking to the Pelterion crew about AI and machine learning. There's going to be a link down below. That's an hour video. There's going to be a link, or you're going to be see some kind of thumbnail where we did that as well. It's got the Terminator on it, something like that. Our editor will do some kind of flyby, a lot of Terminator scenes, all this stuff, things on fire. We'll see what happens during this edit. Number 3, how to get started. Before we deep dive and go into all these things with DeFi and NFTs, it's really important to review what are your goals. In fact, we have a whole sheet that we reference throughout this video. You can take a look and copy it and write down, where are you? It's really important to figure out your goals in Web3 and what you want to do, because in the news, everything seems exciting. Everyone wants to be on the next trend. What's happening with the latest NFT drop? What's going on with DeFi? I could be making money this way. And it's really overwhelming, and you're not going to be able to make headway unless you decide, where do you want to accelerate in Web3? In the comment section down below, what are you interested in? NFTs, DeFi? Let me know why and what category you're looking into. Let's delve a little bit closer into some of the goals you could be having. Maybe you're trying to buy and trade crypto. Maybe you're trying to create a community. Maybe you're just interested in getting a new job and you want a new skill, so you're interested in Web3. Or you're trying to increase control of your content or art. The purpose, no matter where you want to go in the goal, you should be focusing on one goal at a time and explain why you want it, and then be able to go and start building. Don't just read a bunch of articles, follow everyone on Twitter, and just be an observer. You got to get in the arena and try out some of these different things, because that allows you to move a lot quicker and not be so reactive and feel paralyzed watching all these people saying, hey, I've made this amount of money, or, I got in and I'm now, set for life. That's all fine and good, but you've got to really focus and put blinders on where you want to be in Web3. Try it out, and then decide if you want to move on. Briefly, we'll go through an example. If I'm looking at creating a community, if I'm looking at, hey, I want to have this on Web3, then I might look at options to create a DAO, because I'm trying to create an organization. I want to use things where people will be able to vote or pool their money together to do something like Constitution DAO, where everyone got into this DAO and they were trying to buy the Constitution. In fact, I put money into it because we were trying to buy that thing. So decide on what's going to go on for you. Do you want to create something like that? If you're trying to increase control of your art or work with an artist, maybe you're going to be looking at NFTs and be able to monetize that way. Focus on one thing that you want to focus on at a time. Next, we're going to be looking at the different resources. There are 4+ different resources that we have right now, and this will help you to move a lot quicker into the world. The reason we would say set up a MetaMask is when you're creating a lot of these things, either as a developer and you're going to be on a test network, or you're just going to be buying different crypto and seeing what happens. By the way, this is not financial advice. You're going to need a MetaMask where you're going to be able to transfer the funds there. We did a whole breakdown of what it would be to what steps you would need to create a MetaMask, and also how you transfer the money from your account, either in Coinbase or whatever, into your MetaMask. We talk about all of that in this section here. Next up, I cannot emphasize this enough. The biggest change for me in understanding what's going on in Web3 was doing projects. We're doing projects in BuildSpace. This allows you to test out tons of different projects and be able to understand what people are saying, and have a conversation and find out, number one, if what you want to invest in or what you want to do is a scam, and then also to be able to understand what's happening in real time. For example, there are tons of different projects that I was able to do, and that really helped me to excel or understand what I wanted to invest in, or projects I wanted to do myself. For example, build your own DAO with JavaScript in a weekend. I was able to create my own DAO, be able to understand the process of it. And if anyone's interested in how to do this, let me know, because I would do a deep dive video how I created my own DAO with JavaScript and essentially going through their entire program. I found that for complete beginners, there are some things, if you've never been a developer or you're just getting started, you're fairly new, there are some things that the terms and getting started can be very frustrating. So if you're interested in that, we'll have a new video out coming out soon talking about how to create your own DAO or things like that. But let me know in the comment section if you're excited about that. Next up, this one is a wait and see. There is a lot of potential with Builder. They're doing a lot with Web3, and they're doing actually a pre-sale right now. This is pretty interesting of all the different things they're going to be doing with Web3 coming up. Again, you're going to be able to have templates, building blocks to be able to do this. So if you're interested, check out, they actually have a new section right here in Builder to get started with Web3. I will say this now, though. Building with no code is still limiting. And what I mean by that is Builder is working on this and there's a lot of potential right there. I'm excited, but looking at some of the projects that you can be doing with React and Next.js and JavaScript, it is still going to be different than what you're going to be doing in no code. So no code, you're not going to need to know, all the writing lines of code, but when you're doing projects with JavaScript and using ThirdWeb, there's going to be a link down somewhere where we break down ThirdWeb using SDKs, which are software development kits. There's a lot of things that you can accomplish. You will not need to be a genius. You will not need to be a senior developer in coding in JavaScript or Python to get these things. So just keep that in mind. A lot of these things, they're making it easier for you. So if you're interested in that, don't feel like, oh, I can never learn that. I am not a coder by trade. I did not go to school with that. In fact, in high school, I tried to code and I failed out at most of the classes because I was trying to run my eBay businesses. But now there are so many SDKs and things to make it easier in using Replit. Don't count yourself out. So if you're interested in that, let me know. That goes into what we were talking about just a second ago with ThirdWeb. ThirdWeb is a platform that allows you to create Web3 apps easily. I would say they're trying to be more like the Stripe of Web3, where they're going to give you the building blocks to take payments, to create so many different things with your own apps. And you're going to be able to do this very easily, such as like membership NFTs, public marketplaces, DAOs, blockchain games, PFP collections. There's going to be a lot going on with ThirdWeb, and they're building extremely fast. They just came out on Product Hunt not only a few weeks ago, and now with their newsletter, they're already talking about all the updates and things that they're building for the platform. So stay tuned. We're going to be doing a lot with ThirdWeb and seeing what they're doing with BuildSpace and everything like that. And the last thing we had mentioned, setting up your computer or workspace. Depending on if you've never been in your terminal in your computer, or you're saying, I don't even know what the terminal is, you're going to have to think about how to set it up, and you will have to load certain things like Yarn and other things to install things to be able to get your computer up and running if you're going to be building it in a local environment. I will say there are a lot of things that you can use, such as Replit, and Replit allows you to basically build in the cloud and collaborate. So imagine instead of Microsoft Office, if you think about Google Docs or Google Sheets, where you can collaborate in real time, Replit's doing the same thing for coding. So you could do it in local environments, or you're going to be doing it in Replit coming up. If you're interested in doing that for yourself and you want guidance, let me know in the chat as well. We've looked at Web3 for complete beginners, and this is for you to start thinking about where you want to progress in Web3 instead of just being paralyzed by all the news and not knowing where to go. Think about where you want to go first, and then in the comment section down below, let me know where you want help. What do you want to see? NFTs, DAOs, DeFi, all of those things, because this channel, we're committed to making sure that you get what you need to progress your career or your side hustle. And if you like content like this, make sure that you like and subscribe. We do this every single week. I'll see you in the next video.